In news from Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Wayne Kublalsingh is hopeful that the Dr. Keith Rowley-led administration will make better decisions regarding the Point 14 highway expansion. The leader of the Highway Reroute Movement, HRM, recalls that they had started off well with the previous cabinet, but says if this government follows a similar path, they should brace for a war.
Well, we started out very well with the Prime Minister, the last Prime Minister, because remember we were advocating for a very long time against two smelters which the PNM wanted to build. Thankfully, it was stopped by the courts, and then the last government put the last nail in the coffin of that project by finally stopping it and bringing it to a dead-end vote. So we started very well with them, and we were negotiating to do other things on the West Coast, other projects. But then I think that they began to assume that they had all the power in the world, and they refused to listen to us. I think they refused to listen to the scientists and the economic experts that warned them against building a highway over the good. Now, we just wanted to do the right thing. The science is there. The IDD made certain recommendations. They recommended that this highway was too expensive. It was over-designed. The Armstrong report said that the CEC for this project was flawed, and recommended that no work should proceed until certain studies be done, including a hydrology report, a social impact assessment, and so on. So once Dr. Rowley sticks to what the experts are saying, not us, the IDD, the EMA, the economic experts, and he reviews the highway, we'll be very happy with that. Okay. And if he does not do so, of course, he faces, unfortunately, another 5 years, not by us, but by people in general, of 5 years of what I would call social war.
Dr. Kublalsingh, who received international acclaim for going on hunger strike twice, is not ruling out repeating this action if it is called for.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the hunger strike came about when all the institutions had failed us. The media, the judiciary, the government officials, the NITCO officials. We didn't have any possible way to go forward, so we boxed in. And the hunger strike really came out to try to reach out to the cosmos to make large political and economic changes, and I think those have come forward. So I think that people are looking and they're witnessing and they understand what society is capable of. Remember, this advocacy against economic and ecological and social crimes began in 2002 with the destruction of the government's master gas plant for the West Coast. All of those industries, the heavy base gas industries, carriers, steel mills, smelters, industrial ports, all of those, the society has won 7 in a row. This is the highway, the tail end of that project. So I hope that the government is listening and they understand what the people are capable of, and they understand that when the people make deep sacrifices and go deeply into prayers, what is possible.